Picture this. It's late at night, you're in your pajamas, and you're staring into your pantry like it's the gateway to salvation. What do you see? That familiar blue box. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Boil water. Stir in pasta. Add mysterious orange powder. Congratulations, you're now both a chef and a magician. But here's the cheesy question. Is this beloved American classic a warm hug in a bowl? Or a Wolf in Cheddar's clothing? Welcome to the truth about boxed mac and cheese, one of the most iconic and questionable comfort foods to ever grace our shelves. Let's dive into the creamy, carb-filled, artificially colored world of boxed mac and cheese. Before America got its neon-colored pasta addiction, mac and cheese had a noble lineage. Pasta and cheese dishes were enjoyed in 13th century Italy, but the real game-changer? A Canadian man named James L. Kraft, who patented processed cheese in 1916. Then came 1937, the Great Depression era. People wanted cheap, quick, filling meals. Kraft Mac and Cheese launched with the tagline, "A meal for four in 9 minutes." It was revolutionary, and nearly 9 million boxes were sold in the first year. Cheap, easy, comforting, the holy trinity of mass-market food. Let's talk about the star of the show, that vibrant, radioactive-looking cheese powder. Spoiler alert, it's not quite cheese. The orange powder is made of a wild blend including Huea milk byproduct, sodium phosphate, calcium carbonate, citric acid, lactic acid, yellow 5 and yellow 6 food dyes. Yes, it tastes like cheese, but also like marketing, chemistry, and mild existential dread. That unnaturally bright orange color. Totally artificial, because apparently America collectively decided cheese should look like a traffic cone. Let's be honest, you didn't buy mac and cheese for its vitamins. But the reality is kinda spooky. A typical box prepared with butter and milk contains around 1,100 calories total, over 1,800 milligrams of sodium, over 150 grams of carbohydrates, very little fiber, less than 15 grams of protein, mostly from dairy. And the cheese flavor often comes from vague natural flavoring, which could mean anything from concentrated dairy essence to a wizard sneeze. To be fair, boxed mac has its merits: cheap and shelf-stable, easy to prepare, universally loved, iconic comfort food. It's a food that doesn't judge. Whether you're broke, hungover, homesick, or 5 years old, it delivers the same warm, creamy nostalgia. But let's not forget, just because something feels good doesn't mean it is good. Like texting your ex, or going to Target just to look. Why do we love it so much? It's not just the taste. Mac and cheese triggers powerful nostalgia. It reminds us of snow days, sick days, and simpler times. That creamy texture. Scientifically shown to activate dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. Food companies play on this. They market it with phrases like "made with real cheese" or "homestyle," tapping into our emotions as much as our taste buds. It's not just food. It's edible therapy. Fun facts and weird truths. The U.S. consumes over 1 million boxes of Kraft Mac and Cheese every single day. Canada eats more Kraft Mac per capita than any other country. In 2017, boxed mac products tested positive for phthalates, chemicals found in plastic. Early versions weren't as orange. The color was intensified over time to match the public's expectation of what cheese should look like. There are limited edition flavors, buffalo truffle, and even pumpkin spice. Yes, that's real. No, we don't recommend it. You can improve boxed mac and cheese. Here's how. Use real cheese instead of the powder. Add vegetables like broccoli, peas, or spinach. Replace regular pasta with whole wheat or legume-based versions. Skip the butter. Try a splash of olive oil. Control portions because, let's face it, eating the whole box is not a serving. Some organic or healthier brands offer lower sodium and more recognizable ingredients, but they're still not a substitute for real food. Here's the verdict. Tasty. Absolutely. It hits all the right notes. Creamy, salty, starchy, nostalgic. Toxic. Not in a deadly sense, but nutritionally questionable, especially if you eat it often. Boxed mac and cheese is a marvel of food science and a monument to comfort. But it's also a prime example of ultra-processed food wrapped in clever marketing and cheesy dreams. Enjoy it as a treat, just maybe not as a lifestyle. Next time you eat boxed mac and cheese, ask yourself, is this a meal or a moment? Either way, remember, food should nourish you body, mind, and maybe even soul, but preferably without glowing in the dark.